God's people. Pray that everybody's having an amazing day today. I hope that it's blessed, and I hope that you're in great spirits. God's people, I wanted to come and say that I remember when I was growing up and just a younger version of myself, and even recently. And I remember people telling their stories, right? They would be preaching and they would always, when they're preaching, they would always bring up their story. Whether it had been them being molested or on drugs, and they would just bring it up all the time. Every time they did a sermon, and I would be like, why are they always bringing that up? So now that I'm sharing my message and my story, my testimonies, it's the same. It's the very same, because that's my story. That's my story. That's what God brought me through. That's what has molded me and made me into who I am. That is what God used, right? Whether He put me and He allowed it to happen, or whether I put myself in that situation and He brought me through that, right? So that's my story to share and give to the world, to give to someone that's in that very place that I was in. That's my story, to give them hope, to let them know that if He did it for me, then He can do it for you. Don't ever be ashamed of your story, and don't ever worry about people thinking, oh, that's all that they have. That's all they, that's what I have, that's what I have to give, and that's a lot, If you've gone through something that broke you down, something that had you low, something that you didn't feel, like you were going to go on, something that shook you on the inside, something that there's no way that I could have came back from any of what I've gone through without God. Something He brought you through and brought you over. Share it. It don't matter what these people think. My mom is a preacher. And when she used to preach, she would always say, these people have no heaven or hell to put you in. And Mama, I feel you more than ever. It's not between people that are coming against me. It ain't between me and them. It's between me and God, and who He chooses to put me in front of and use me for. Those are the people that I'm here telling my story for. Not people that are opposed of it and against it. This ain't for you. This is for God's people that needs the story. They need to hear it. They need to know that He can do it, okay? And that He will do it. As long as you continue to fight and you don't give up. And you got some type of something burning inside of you for something better, something more. He can't move for you, and He can't do for you. He can put it in you, okay? And He can use situations and people. God's people, what I'm trying to say is, don't get stuck in it. Don't get stuck in it. It wasn't meant to be forever. That season ain't forever. It wasn't meant for forever. Ask for renewal of the mind, so that you can come up out of that thing. You can come up out of that mind state. Ask for renewal of the mind. And that's going to help you understand that this situation ain't forever. You weren't meant to be stuck in it. That's going to help you to fight and know this ain't it. God's people, I love you. Most importantly, God loves you. And until next time.